集める旅もいよいよ佳境だ。17号は早く探さねえと。トップがいる第11宇宙にもジレンってのがいるし、こりゃ全宇宙のとんでもねえ奴らが集まる大会になるぞ。ほらワクワクしてきた。次回ドラゴンボールスーパー動き出す宇宙それぞれの思惑、絶対見てくれよな。
Hi guys, AzureAce here and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super episode previews discussion, where today we will be talking about episode 85 entitled The Universes Get Into Gear, Each One's Motive. And oh my god, this episode has so much happening. So much is happening in this episode, it's like, it's all in the previews, like the entire episode is in the previews, but nah, there's so much happening. Next week's episode, or rather this week's episode even, is looking to be amazing. So much is getting revealed, so much is getting shown off. This is going to be a very, very important plot episode. There's going to be a lot of plot details given in this episode as to what's going to happen later on. So this is a very big episode, looks to be amazing. But before I get into the previews, I just want to talk about the ending, the new ending, really quickly. I really like it, honestly. Like, it seems not Dragon Ballish, like it's really kind of techno-y, I guess, but I dig it. It's not as good as the last one, which was, what was it called again? It was something like an evil angel and a righteous devil, or the other way around. I don't know, but I really like it. I'm digging it. I'll probably get used to it once it's been a few episodes. But now, let's just get right into the previews. So as we get into the previews, the first thing we see right away might possibly be the most, like, just weirdest sights I have ever seen in the entirety of Dragon Ball. We see Goku fighting Buu. However, it's not the Buu we know. Buu is not himself. He is really skinny now. He is super, super skinny. This is absolutely insane. He almost looks like Super Buu. You cannot make this shit up. He looks like Super Buu right here. He looks like a more kind of skinnier Super Buu. He looks like a mix of the evil skinny Buu, the grey one, as well as Super Buu. I cannot get over this, and I will not get over this for a long time. However, I do kind of feel like this is going to be just like a one-time scenario. It's just going to be for this episode. I don't think we'll see him stay skinny for very long. At least not if the promo material, the opening and the ending has got anything to say about that. Because he is fat again in the promo, opening and ending material. But the next huge thing we see and we have been told about through spoilers is a big meeting with the gods that was translated by Herms, that there's going to be two meetings going on, one with the Kaioshins and one with the gods of destruction. Now of course this is not going to include Kaioshin or Beerus, because apparently, according to the spoilers, they're planning to like somehow sabotage or attack Universe 7. Now I'm not sure if this is during the tournament or this is before the tournament. They're planning this, but it seems very interesting. I cannot wait to see how this develops. We see that Kai, the Universe 11 Kaioshin, is the one kind of heading up this meeting, I suppose. And we see a couple of different Kaioshins talking, a few of which have been shown off before on Toei's website. So we see the as of yet unknown Universe 2 Kaioshin. We see E or A, I don't know how you pronounce that, it's spelled E-A. But here's the one with the glasses we see. He is the Universe 3 Kaioshin. We see the Universe 6 Kaioshin. We see Kuru, the Universe 4 Kaioshin. He's the kind of orange looking one with the spiked type like mohawk hair. And we also see Gowasu, of course the Universe 10 Kaioshin. Now I'm very, very interested to see what Gowasu thinks of all this and what his stance on the situation is, given everything that happened in the Future Trunks arc. So out of everyone, honestly, out of everyone, including like Champa and things like that, Gowasu is the one I'm most interested to see the opinion of, because of what happened in the Future Trunks arc. So I'm very interested to see what his stance is. The scene then switches as we see Champa and Vados, and Champa shouting into Vados' staff, and this is fantastic because it turns out it looks like he's talking to the boy Kaba. So Kaba is going to have some sort of involvement in this episode, which is fantastic to see him back. Now this is very exciting. We then switch to see what looks like our first look at Universe 11. as we get our first look at the sort of Beerus race looking character, the purple cat or rabbit type guy, and he's fighting what looks like just these generic soldiers or something, I suppose. We also get to see Toppo as well doing a double attack with the Beerus race character. Now, same Beerus race character, that's unconfirmed. I'm only saying that because he's got the pointed ears, he's purple, his eyes are pretty much the exact same as Beerus and Champa. You know, it's just something to keep in mind. And we also get to see our first look at the guy I talked about in the opening who gave me sort of Android 16 vibes. The guy who looks like an android or some sort of cyborg as well. We then switch to see a very beautiful looking shot of Piccolo meditating on a rock. So this might be when Gohan's going to recruit Piccolo or something. We then switch to the title, the universes get into gear, each one's motives, with almost like this red carpet type feeling environment, as it looks like there's these giant spotlights or something with Toppo, the Beerus race character, and the android in them. So that might mean the android is part of the Justice Troopers as well. Now, I'm also have a kind of theory on this. This could possibly be Vermaud, Kai, and Marcerita picking the 10 characters or the 10 fighters who are going to be part of the Universe 11 team, and they've already got Toppo, the Beerus race character, and the android as well, so it's very interesting. I wonder if that's going to come true. But oh boy, final shot we get, it's just a pitch black screen, but in the middle we get our first glimpse at this arc's big fighter antagonist, this arc's kind of hit, shall I say. We get our first look at Jiren the Grey, otherwise me calling him Steroid Jacko, the guy who's fighting Goku in the opening, meditating with this really menacing pulsating red aura around him as the previews end there. So yeah, so much is happening in this episode. There's honestly maybe too much happening in this episode. Like, let's think about this here. We've got Goku versus the kind of skinny Boo, we've got Universe 11 stuff, we've got Universe 6 stuff, we've got the Kaioshin meeting, the God of Destruction meeting might also be in this episode, we've also got Gohan maybe going to recruit Piccolo in this episode, so I'm just kind of hoping they don't put too much into this episode, because it might possibly ruin the feeling and plot behind this episode, and maybe it would have been better if they split this into two. But you know, I don't know, we're just going to have to wait, but this episode is going to be absolutely fantastic. I really cannot wait. It's possibly going to be the best episode of this arc so far, but nevertheless, if you guys like this video, please leave a like and a comment in the comment section below. Share this amongst your friends. Before I get out of here, I just want to say to you guys, later on I will be streaming, so please do drop by. I'm going to be doing a round 50 run on Gorod Krovi on Black Ops 3 Zombies. So if you guys are interested in, you know, Call of Duty Zombies and things like that, please do drop by in the stream. I'd love to have you guys. We can still just talk about like Dragon Ball, Kingdom Hearts and things like that. So please do drop by. I've been AzureAce, and thank you for coming to the video.
You have arrived. I'm here to tell you that if you don't subscribe to AzureAce for Dragon Ball, Kingdom Hearts, and Pokemon TCG content, you will wander forever in the darkness of your heart.